Okay, what's up, guys? We're going on to another voiceover. Some people told me they like them. I hope people are enjoying them. Just some walkthroughs of what's going on. Here I'm playing my buddy Squaw. I'll link his YouTube in the description. Tag him. But he's playing Katakuri, and he's got a nice custom leader. Versus my Sakazuki, and again we're just doing some more testing for regionals, just seeing if I like Sakazuki. Honestly, I'm probably leaning towards Moria, and it's just because there's so many lines with Sakazuki, and I don't know, I can play them optimally, but the chances that I miss an optimal play, I just don't like, thinking that like I could have done something better. And I don't know. Maybe I just need more reps with it, right? But I just don't. I'm not enjoying playing it. I'm playing it to be, playing BDIF. And it is very good and it's very strong, but it also has its weaknesses, and everybody is playing to beat Sakazuki. So it is definitely an uphill battle, but with the right matchups and with the strength and being able to filter your hand and get all this removal going, it's definitely a very, very good choice. But who knows? Who knows what I'll end up going with? I'm still debating. So for the first time we did Tashigi, and then we're just going to get some of this brand new search going on. Do I have Helmeppo in hand? I don't. But I think that I'm thinking about on my 5 Dawn turn, if he plays out something, I want to be able to just reduce it with the Hina while developing a board. And then also, after that, being able to Hound Blaze on the same turn to get use out of these little weenies on the board. So that's why I picked Hina this time instead of Helmeppo, even though I see less Helmeppos. But it's fine because the Helmeppo is going in the trash where it belongs, you know what I mean? So we're okay. The Helmeppo's set up for the Moria play whenever that happens. Right now we got another stage in hand, so we know that's discard fodder. He's on 4 Dawn, and if he attaches here, the best he'll do is either another 5 swing or drop Parasparrow. He stacks a trigger to the bottom, so we know he was very quick about it, so I'm anticipating it's something really good. And he didn't have the Paro, so he swings a 5, and I was counting like, okay, he's on 4, so then 6, 8, 10. If I take a life every turn from swings, that'll be okay before he drops the mom. So I was just seeing, I think I'll stay healthy at 3 for now. So the plan got foiled. He didn't really have anything worth removing with the Hina. So we get rid of the stage here, just dig for something a little better. Still nothing too impressive, really. So I think I clear the pudding. Yeah, easy swing. And then I do have a Brook in trash, and I could set up a blocker to stay even healthier. So I think I end up going, swing 6. Swing 6 with Sakazuki. I was thinking about this, like, is this the best play that I can do right now? I think it is, because at 4, I have nothing else to play for 4 or 5. And I'm not going to drop the Hina unless I got to remove something at the moment. And so I figure I could clear the pudding also by establishing this Brook, which could do some work on the next turn, because Brook's on play and when attacking is reduce something by 1, then pop a 0. So if I do play the Hina out of hand for the next turn, combined with the stage, combined with an attack, we could get something down to 0 pretty easy, and then we could kill it with the Brook. So Brook is very, very good and has a lot of value. So I am just testing this list out. It's just a 1 Brook, just seeing how it goes, and the altar looks really nice, so we decided to use it. And I'm still waiting for my damn Tashigis. I mean Tsurus, not Tashigis. Tsurus from the premium collection, because we're out here in the States where it all got delayed. So he swings here, it looks like, for 8, and I don't feel like countering that, although I could. Decide to block, and he has 4 Dawn left, which he brings out a 4 cost, which turns out to be Sanji. So I have another Hina, and now I'm on 7 Dawn, Boy, I'd love a Borsalino right now. I got enough Hinas, so I toss one. Maybe I top deck Borsalino. No, exactly the same card. Isn't that crazy? So we just go with 5 to life and reduce the Sanji by 1. And that's to think we could definitely Hound Blaze right after, right? Because we could just stage reduce. And then that leaves me with how much? Leaves me with 4 after. So that 4 we could use either to establish a Hina or just put more pressure into the life. Which honestly, I'm inclined to go pressure into life because he is already at 3. And either I'm going to get cards out of his hand this turn, which is very good. So I can set up going for lethal later. Or get him down to a place where he feels uncomfortable to be playing, like 7 Mom and stuff. So we just go for a nice 5 here. Just see what he's going to give me. Probably a card, right? So through an Onami, which is fine. We go, I was like, do we go 5-7 or 6-6? Because I could get 2 2Ks like that. But I kind of wanted to make sure one of them landed. You know, 6-6 is only 2 cards, right? 2K, 2K. But a 5 and a 7 is 3 total cards. I say 7. And that would put him at 1, which puts him in a nice Amaru range. Definitely would make him uncomfortable with the reject, right? If he were able to do that later down the road. But he throws enough counter to block that one. So I'm a little concerned because now he's at 8 Don, I believe, right? Yeah, 8 Don. So this is definitely prime 7 Mom turn. And there's no way in hell I'm healing him. So he checks his life, leaves it there. He swings 7 to face, and I just don't want to spend the 2 2Ks right now. I get another 2K, and I just mill this off because I'm not trying to heal him, and I need to start pushing for games soon here. And I don't have a clear-cut way to get rid of the 7 Mom, which is pretty unfortunate. I don't know if I toss my outs. I don't know. Let me see what we got here. We're at 9 Dawn. So if I do play... Alright, so Hina's in the trash. I threw that a little fast. Let me look at what's in the hand. I don't remember. Oh, I do have another Hina. So if I did want to go down that route, I could Hina it, reduce, and play something else. What do I end up doing here? Go Gecko. Okay, Gecko into Rebecca. Yeah, I'm with that. And the brand new. We get the pluses. We go brand new first. Okay. I'm thinking if he goes at me in the next turn, I'm going to need more counter. As much as I wanted to pick up the sword, I need the counter. So I grab the Tashigi, I'm pretty sure. Just in case. Because he will be a 10 Don. And then we go with Rebecca effect. I have a Hina in hand, so I could pick up a 2K out of the trash, which is fine. So I get the T-Bone, and then I play out the Hina. Because there's nothing else really to play. Replace a Tashigi. Hina, the reduction. At 1 Dawn, what the hell am I gonna do? And I didn't want to swing because I don't want to give him. I don't want to put him in a Maru range now. Now that I'm relying on my blocker to put in some work for me. And it looks like he's at 10, so worst case scenario, he plays 10 Mom. That would kind of suck. And the game starts to go downhill if that happens. But I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2Ks and a 1K in my hand, so I'm feeling comfy. But the 10 Mom is just really devastating because now he's at 3 life. He's got a 5 and an 8 swing. We block the 8. Because I'm going to have to deal with maybe a 12 getting smacked at me in the next turn. And I want to make a nice push for his life here. While establishing potentially a blocker. How I do that? That's a really good question. Because I'm running out. I'm running out of cards. He throws a 5, and I throw the Chi for counter. So I top deck a Borsellino, which is fantastic. But it also means that I can't give him a Maru range. Like, if I leave him in a Maru range, I'm just dead, right? And so I can only chip away 1 life and then hope to survive. But if I do clear the 7 Mom, that would be kind of nice. So I pitch a Luigi because that's not happening this turn. Get a dead card. That's unfortunate. And I think what I'm thinking about is how do I clear this 7 Mom if I can, because then I could survive getting hit once. Or not getting hit once, but I could absorb a hit with the blocker and counter out because I have a lot of 2Ks in hand. I'm thinking, is there a world I just play another Gecko, but I don't have one. I'm just like, okay, well, I've got 5 2Ks in my hand and the Borsa, so I separate here and think like, okay, if I play 4, I got 6 to play with to try to clear this 10 Mom and or land damage this turn. So I'm thinking if I power up the Gecko to try to swing over 4K over, that should be pretty good. To either rip a lot of cards out of his hand or just clear that 7 Mom, and that way I'm only dealing with the 10 Mom and the leader. So we go 12 at the 8K, and so he needs to give up 5K worth of cards, and he has 5 cards in hand, I think. Yeah, 5 cards, so he'd have to give up 3 out of the 5, which he does, and he has it. So now I just try to check if he has any more counter left, right? Because then that would know. Okay, so in my head, he doesn't have counter because he just took an 8 to an 8. And now he's at 3 life, and now I've got this full board to swing at him. And I've got a lot of counter to take, to be able to stop at least a 12K hit. Or no, sorry, a 14K hit. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, a 14K hit. And so he goes raw 12, and since he can't Amaru, I'm countering this one. And so we go with the T-Bone, and 2 more 2Ks. Let's use the Ugly Surus, because we're waiting for the premium collection. And that's 13 to stop that. And so if he slams it all in the Katakuri, then we're chilling. And we could definitely be going for game. Assuming his life doesn't have triggers, but we know that he already stacked the bottom one, and his hand is seemingly counterless. He picked up maybe 1 card, 1 counter from drawing, so we're kind of just thinking what's coming up next. He turns 10, and I was like, oh no, another 10 Mom. So now he's at 4, and now it really feels out of reach, which is very unfortunate. Because I cannot remove these 10 Moms. They're just way too big. So at this point, we'll just dig, see if we can get anything. Hound Blaze, that's cool. We get a little extra power to play with. But we have to connect 5 times, right? And in my head, he has at max like a 1K, maybe a 2K. So we Hound Blaze here and swing for 6. That's to check if he's got that 2K in hand that he drew or what. And with the 6, he counters a 2K, so that was probably what he drew off life. So in my head, he has nothing, right? Because he had no counter. So I go 5, and he had another counter, which means if you think about that, that means he had 10 Mom in hand and 2 counters in hand, but he didn't spend any to protect the 7 Mom. So that really messed it up, and now I'm counting. I only have 4 more swings. He has 4 life, so now I really just can't even win. And there's no way I live through 2 12s and his leader. So I think I just throw in the towel here because there's really nothing left. Not to mention, if any triggers come up, then I'm straight up doomed. So that's a wrap. All right, GG's on that one. We'll see you guys in the next one.